Hello, welcome back. For today's very pointless project, I am going to begin making a cardboard gazebo for my cat. Reasons for doing this. I have a lot of cardboard. I had this idea that it could be fun to make some kind of structure or something, particularly for my adorable little cat that I'm obsessed with. There's an unfinished puzzle on our kitchen table that the box, I don't know if it's because she likes sitting in the pieces or it just happens to be like the right number of square inches for all of her bloop. But that box has just been like her hanging out spot. I'm doing a gazebo, not just to be like,
oh my gosh, it's so random.
At first I was thinking like, oh, I could make like a cardboard castle, like that'd be cute. But I wasn't really feeling castle design. I was looking at some other structures because I was like, well, it doesn't have to be like European. But like, I didn't want to make my cat a temple. That sounded like some kind of recipe for white person cultural appropriation. Then I remembered the classic John Mulaney bit.
Building a gazebo during the Civil War. That'd be like doing
YouTube crafts
now.
I thought that really fits. I could make something getting rid of all of this junk and have something kind of fun. Even more pointless than a gazebo for humans. And then it's a gazebo for a cat during a time as hectic as this. We're not gonna get into that. All of the bad world scary stuff. Fun escape, pointless thing to do, cat gazebo. Have I not made my point clear? Could I be on debate team for pointless crafts? I don't know. What would that even look like? What would the Ben Shapiro of the craft world look like?
Actually the fundamental name of it being hot and glue. And if you are trying to use it in a way that is not utilizing it, then you are, by definition, misusing the hot glue.
Oh, gross. I'm probably going to be editing out a lot of burps during this video. Maybe I'll include them, because, you know, comedy. Let's upcycle. Oh! Let's flatten some boxes and get some nice, even pieces of cardboard to work with. Another part of the reason I'm making this is because my cat Mochi loves cardboard. I don't know why, but you sure like it a lot. These are some of the gazebo inspiration pictures I've been looking at. I'm definitely going to try and emulate just the fanciness of it all. She's that reductress headline. Cat with crossed paws thinks she's a pretty little lady, doesn't she? And I want her to have a little cardboard hut deserving of it. Here are some notes that I did, along with the hottest of the geometry. Let's try and remember geometry. I don't. My spicy take about octagons being neutered squares isn't entirely incorrect, because the easiest way to make an octagon is to make a square and cut the corners off. And from there, it was just adding rectangles on the outside and scoring along the edges to fold them up to create the sides. I have a cardboard shape. Easier than I thought it would be. All the sides are even, so this means it's regular. I have the thicker cardboard, and I'm gonna fold it in half. With the Amazon logos facing in, I'm going to have that be like the posts on the gazebo. Oh, and it's scored along the outside edge, so it's able to fold. So I just need to trace out 7 more of these. My back hurts. Oh, damn, I need to turn off the AC. Alrighty, we have, let's call it the bones of the gazebo. I'm trying to use minimal staples just because I know she will chew on this, at least to a fair extent, so I'm gonna have tape over any potentially exposed ones. I don't want anything sharp, on God. This is my new art. I call it improvisational architecture. No, it's not just not planning, it's real. It looks like a cage so far. Hi, kitty. And I'm making a bunch of pie slices that I, again, did not measure. It's gone okay so far, so I'm just gonna continue not measuring things. Do you want attention? I made it so much bigger than it needed to be. You want me to play with you? I will in just a second. Is that so? Really? I'm so sorry. My condolences. Okay, 8 pie slices, and it is currently, looks like it only has 3/4, but the fun thing happens when we do this. Woo! So I'm gonna tape that. We'll fix it so it looks like less of trash, in that I'm going to cover it with lots of shingles and decorations, but that is a primo cat gazebo right there. At least the start of one. You're already using it, aren't you? In that right. Lick those toes. Behold, my futile attempts to fix the shaky architectural foundation that this gazebo was built on. But again, I didn't measure. So that's on me. I'm gonna try and make this intro real short because it is 111 degrees, and I'm sorry if you can hear the AC in the other room, but I'm only gonna turn off one AC at a time right now because yikes. So we have the basic structure going. I've been sketching out some ideas of decorative elements I could include. I've made a template for one so far. This little edging that I'll make a little flap attaching them. It was not working having these inserted on the outside, so now they're on the inside, and I'm putting another layer of cardboard on top that I will hot glue down so it'll look much neater. Can I film from this angle? Is this cute? How about this? Oh my god, I look like the shrunken head from Beetlejuice. I just started adding the trim that I cut out, which took forever, and now my hand hurts. I know. Poor me. My hand is tired from trimming for my cardboard gazebo. Anywho, I'm planning on doing shingles, which I'm also not looking forward to cutting out. Have I mentioned her name? Her name is Mochi, and she's wonderful. Mama, you want me on camera? It's my cat Mochi. She's a little muffin. Got her about a year ago from a place called Kitten Rescue. She actually had kittens before we got her. She was only like a year and a half, I think. Or she was a teen mom. She's just a good kitty. Yes, you are. I definitely recommend getting an adult cat if you're thinking about it, because like then you know what you're getting. She already had settled into her personality. And also she really likes scratches, which she only, I think, found out recently. When we first got her, she was like, what are you doing, when we started petting her. Oh, thank you for letting me hold you. Mwah. Good kitty. She spent a lot of time curled up on top of the cardboard scraps I have here under the coffee table, kind of like she's like a little dragon over her hoard, and it's very adorable. I don't know if anyone will find this entertaining but me, but my cat is great, and I think everyone should know that. Isn't that right? Ooh. And here's Mochi helping me. Well, I basically traced the new, better, not trash floor for the gazebo. One important thing is when I say I don't measure, I mostly mean that I refuse to do math and count at all. But I'm very big on tracing things and making sure that if your pieces are supposed to be the same size, they are. Hello. I'm waiting for handy dandy hot glue gun to heat up, and I've cut out an octagon that will cover all of this ugliness here on the bottom. It worked. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to be canted there. Didn't know I was going all Dutch angle on you guys. Don't worry, that wasn't cinematic foreshadowing that something is wrong. No. Hot glue and the smell of it, I didn't realize how nostalgic it would make me. It really threw me back to like Halloween 15 years ago. Using hot glue to like decorate a pumpkin that I carved for the school contest. Don't think I have a picture of it, but I know that I made a little tiny Cinderella out of clay that I then put inside the pumpkin that I carved and added wheels to look like a carriage. So I've always been like this. Make sure you're saving the bigger scrap pieces so you can then repurpose them for decorations. What is up? I hope you're doing well. I'm here. I have finished the shingles, which you can't even see in this shot. Oh God, can you see them now? Oh. That worked, kind of. I think in my head, this shot was funnier than it is. But I do like the visual metaphor of me being in a completely pointless cardboard prison of my own making. Ah! I feel like we're at a sleepover where I'm supplying the refreshments and all of the refreshments are cardboard. I think I'm gonna do some kind of railing or the decorative element, which I've been procrastinating because I can't decide on a design I like. I am completely supporting myself. This thing is not stable. This is not up to code. Did not mean for it to get this big, but you know, the point in which I could have stopped and resized it, I didn't. And so now I have no choice but to keep going. That's enough like a gazebo. You're done, right? No. No, I am not. This is not the vision of a Victorian garden party made out of cardboard that I want for my cat. Right now, her favorite spot to rest is literal trash that I've yet to throw out. But we all know that I'm making this for me and not for her. Isn't that right? I will persevere because I'm now invested and there's something called the sunk cost fallacy. I wonder, I've thought about if I could fit inside this and I'm pretty sure the answer is no. But I do want to try, but I also feel like I would ruin it. Hello. Oh, come here. So patient. Do you like your box house? Oh, I'm not as interesting as what's outside. Let's add some more pizzazz. I don't know. Help. Oh man, my eyes are red. I have this shape that I traced, and I'm going to cut out and then leave the remaining ones, which will hopefully look like a cute banister. If you want to be like my high school math teacher and point out how weird I hold my writing utensils, now's your chance. I am finishing up putting on the railing banister section. It is on most of this so far, and I think it looks really cute. I'm just going to get this last one attached. I added flappies on the ends of these with scoring, doing just 2 staples and then taping over them twice because I think this is the part that my cat will be more interested in. Well, hello there. Cat gazebos could be a new thing. You have dog houses. I know this term has lost all meaning, but if you want a legitimate life hack when you're using hot glue, use a chip clip to hold things together while they're still hot. You will save your fingers a lot of burns. No, Momo, come back here. Oh, good morning. Hello. I finished it. I finished my cat gazebo and I'm actually really happy with it. Definitely has like a lean, it's like the leaning gazebo of cat. Mochi's been using it so much. She was in it and then I guess she got camera shy. We've already started calling it her Zebo. Are you gonna come back? Hello. How do we feel about my cat voice? Is it really annoying or very annoying? Let me know in the comments below. But my hope was to make this like what she likes about boxes, just made fancy and something that we'd want to keep around. Cats really like sitting on top of things and sitting in boxes because they reflect their own heat back to them and they make them feel safe. But Mochi in particular is a little bit of a scaredy cat, and I think she really likes feeling like she can still watch us, hence all the open space, but she has her own little space. So I'm happy that I could basically give her a cardboard box 2.0. It definitely helps that she's just like a cardboard fiend. There's some bite marks here. Doesn't seem to care much about eating it, but she does seem to love the feeling of her teeth piercing it. If you notice that your cat, it prefers, you know, Amazon boxes to whatever fancy cat bed you bought her or bought them, excuse me, I'd say keep it simple, you know, maybe cut down the box and cut windows out of it. I don't know, it could be something fun that you make that your cat likes. Because I was certainly shocked that she liked something specifically for her, let alone something I made for her, but she does! And she's so cute in it. Especially during a time where we're like so kept at home. I have just been so grateful for having a pet. I love staring at her and imagining the elevator music playing in her head. And the fact that she doesn't know any of all the disaster that's happening around the world. It's wonderful. And it just makes me so happy that she likes it. And it came out looking like a gazebo. A little wonky. But thank you for watching this video. Thank you for indulging my cat ladiness. Hopefully I'll be back soon with another. Hello. Hello. Stay with me. And that's it. Okay, bye. Look, I'm like Judi Dench in Cats. And be like, oh, that's right, Tom Hooper. Cast me in your next monstrosity. All right, bye.